I had always trusted my wife, Jessica. We had been married for nearly a decade, built a home, raised 2 kids, and shared a life that, from the outside, seemed perfect. But over the past few months, subtle signs began to nag at me. Late nights, secretive texts, and evasive answers about her whereabouts. I tried to dismiss it, convincing myself it was just stress or work, but something in my gut told me otherwise. One evening, everything became painfully clear. I came home early from work, hoping to surprise her, and instead walked into a scene I will never forget. Jessica was in our bedroom with another man, her affair partner, someone I thought I could trust to never cross that line. Shock, disbelief, and rage hit me all at once. I froze for a moment, my mind racing, but then a cold, calculating clarity took over. This was the moment for instant, precise revenge. I didn't confront her directly. Instead, I focused on the affair partner. He was panicking, realizing that he had been caught red-handed. I grabbed my phone and began recording the scene, capturing every detail. Then I calmly and deliberately laid out the consequences. I called his family, shared the evidence, and made it clear that I had caught him in the act. The fear and guilt in his eyes were immediate. He hadn't expected to face accountability so swiftly. Jessica, meanwhile, was trying to explain, to apologize, to plead, but the evidence spoke louder than any words. The affair partner's family arrived shortly afterward, shocked and furious. He was forced to confront the reality of what he had done, not in private, but with the weight of social and familial accountability. The humiliation and fear were instantaneous, and I didn't have to lift a hand beyond exposing the truth. After the initial confrontation, I turned my attention back to Jessica. I calmly collected all messages, photos, and any evidence of her ongoing affair. Everything was meticulously documented. I wanted to ensure that when I made my next move, filing for divorce, the case would be airtight. Custody arrangements for our children, financial settlements, and legal protections were all prepared to reflect her betrayal. Then I took the final step. I filed for divorce. I ensured the process was thorough, fair, and unassailable. Jessica had no room to manipulate the situation or plead for leniency. She had gambled with our marriage, our family, and my trust, and she had lost completely. I also decided to cut her out of my life completely. I stopped responding to messages, ignored phone calls, and removed her influence entirely from my daily life. Ghosting her was the ultimate act of reclaiming control. She had no chance to argue, manipulate, or negotiate. Her betrayal had cost her everything. In the days and weeks that followed, I focused on rebuilding stability for our children and myself. I established routines, ensured emotional support for the kids, and surrounded myself with friends and family who could help navigate the aftermath. Jessica's affair and the consequences of her choices became widely known, not through gossip, but through the undeniable actions and evidence I had presented. Reflecting on the events, I realized that true revenge isn't about anger or impulsive actions. It's about timing, strategy, and control. By acting immediately against her affair partner, documenting the betrayal, exposing the truth, and taking decisive legal and personal steps, I delivered consequences that were swift, clear, and irreversible. Jessica underestimated me. She thought her deception could go unnoticed and unpunished. She was wrong. Her affair and my response created a permanent impact on both her and her partner. While I reclaimed my dignity, control, and the ability to rebuild my life without deception, in the end, the instant revenge wasn't just about punishing her affair partner. It was about restoring order, enforcing accountability, and ensuring that betrayal never went unchallenged. I didn't just survive infidelity. I turned it into decisive action that reshaped the consequences entirely in my favor.